Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. So let's talk about fintech. In this absolutely packed world of finance apps, getting noticed is one thing, right? But getting someone to actually trust you with their money, well, that's a whole different ballgame. Today, we're going to break down the key SEO trends for 2025, and you'll see they all circle back to one huge idea: digital trust. And this is really the question, isn't it? When you've got this endless sea of apps all promising the same thing, how does your brand become the one that people not only find, but feel safe enough with to actually click and, connect their bank account? That's the challenge. Because here's the reality check. Having a slick app or a great product just isn't enough anymore. Winning in 2025 is all about building this rock-solid foundation of trust and security. And this isn't just some fuzzy marketing term. It directly, and I mean directly, impacts whether you even show up in search results. Okay, so let's get into our first major shift in strategy. For the longest time, SEO felt like it was all about trying to please some mysterious algorithm. Well, that's changing. Now it's about understanding real, actual human behavior and meeting your customers exactly where they are. This whole human-first idea really stands on three big pillars. We're talking about optimizing for voice search, how people actually talk, nailing your mobile-first design, because let's be real, everything happens on a phone, and delivering these super personalized experiences. It's all about making finance feel less like a chore and more convenient, relevant, and just intuitive. I mean, just think about how you search for things now. You don't just type in fintech savings. You pull out your phone and ask a question just like you're talking to a person. You say something like this. This shift to natural, conversational language means your content has to do more than list features. It has to provide direct, clear, human answers. And that's really the crucial point here. The game is no longer just about winning a battle of keywords. It's about understanding what someone is really asking, their intent, and creating content that actually joins the conversation they're already having in their head. All right, that leads us perfectly into our second big theme. Because in the world of finance, trust isn't just a nice little bonus. Google literally sees it as a critical ranking factor. If you want to be seen, you first have to earn the right. So how in the world do you build that trust? Well, it really comes down to these three things. First, prioritizing something Google calls EEAT, and don't worry, we'll unpack that in a second. Second, really showcasing your compliance and other trust signals. And third, strategically building your reputation through links from other credible websites. Okay, let's break this acronym down because it is absolutely vital. EEAT stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Think of it as Google's quality checklist, especially for what it calls your money or your life topics. And finance is the big one. It's how the algorithm rewards content that is reliable, accurate, and most importantly, created by legitimate experts. What this all boils down to is a pretty fundamental mindset shift. You have to stop thinking like a marketer who's just trying to sell a product and start acting like a trusted financial advisor who is providing genuinely helpful and accurate guidance. That is how you build real EEAT. Now, on to our third section, and this is a big one, the AI revolution. You know, artificial intelligence has moved way past being just a buzzword. It's now a seriously powerful and practical set of tools that can totally enhance your SEO strategy and help you get things done at scale. So AI is hitting fintech SEO in two major ways. On one hand, it can chew through mountains of data to give you incredible insights, all while automating those tedious tasks like keyword research. And on the other hand, it helps you create amazing interactive content that really makes your brand stand out from the crowd. So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, you can use AI to instantly analyze search trends and even generate content outlines, which frees up your team to focus on the big picture. Then you can build these awesome interactive tools, things like loan calculators or investment simulators. These don't just provide real value, they also massively boost engagement metrics, like how long people stay on your page, which, you guessed it, search engines absolutely love. Okay, so we've covered the what, all the key trends that are shaping 2025. Now let's switch gears and talk about the how. Because to make any of this stuff work, you need a strong foundation. It's kind of like building a house. You can't install all the cool smart home tech until the foundation is poured and the walls are up. So your playbook really has 3 essential layers. The foundation, that's your technical SEO. It's making sure your site is fast, secure, and super easy for search engines to crawl and understand. The structure, that's your content strategy, creating all that valuable EEAT-compliant information we talked about. And only then, once that's solid, can you really start integrating the smart tech, the AI tools, the voice search optimizations, the whole shebang. Look, here's probably the simplest way to think about the difference. Technical SEO is the how. It's making sure your digital house is well built, the plumbing works, and the doors are easy to open. Your content strategy is the what and the why. It's everything that fills that house with value and makes people actually want to come inside and stay a while. You need both, period. One without the other just doesn't work. All right, let's bring all of this home for our final takeaway. As we look ahead, all of these trends we've discussed, the human-first approach, the absolute need for trust, the AI revolution, they're all pointing in the exact same direction. And if you take just one single thing away from this explainer, please let it be this. Winning in Fintech SEO is not about finding clever loopholes or trying to game an algorithm anymore. It's about a deep, fundamental commitment to building genuine, scalable digital trust with every single person you interact with. And that really just leaves us with one final thought. With search becoming more and more like a dialogue and AI making every interaction more personal, the ultimate question for your brand is actually pretty simple, but it's also profound. Are you ready for a conversation?